So we'll get some line checks with all this.
Yep.
So TJ's got a list. We're gonna write down.
I'm starting to.
Yep.
Still gonna write down some bullet points, what we want to hit.
Good deal.
Hey.
And then I guess the big thing is just casual, whatever. It doesn't have to be in a certain order. I'm gonna go back and edit this, however.
As less scripted as possible.
Right. So, but let's write the script.
Shout out wise, or you kind of mentioned some of these people. Who do you guys want to thank?
So one big one,
wrap up.
we didn't talk about it yet, but Mr. Wade Perkins.
Yep.
He is our drummer. Let's talk about Mr. Wade here.
Yeah.
Milkman.
Milkman.
The milkman.
Yeah.
So it turns out, like, through the time of, rehearsing the record, trying to find somebody, Wade hit us up. And we had already started rehearsing with Tommy in the studio. And, it was so odd. Like, Wade just hit us up on Facebook,
Out of nowhere, man.
Out of nowhere.
We had pretty much given up looking, and then it just fell from the sky.
Well, we're gonna put the album out
On the
with
back
Tommy,
burner,
whatever,
yeah.
and we'll have this album to show somebody and say, hey, you play this, It's like, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's,
he hit us up.
I mean, exactly how you said it is how Ross ended up telling me, like, hey, this is
Wade
how we're
hits
gonna do
us
this.
up on Facebook, right? And like, no mutual friends, like, don't know. It could be a fake account.
Don't
for
know him
all
from
of it.
Adam.
Like, it just looked
Like-
odd, right?
Right.
And he hits me up. I sent him a track. I think it was Confidence I sent him, right? So I sent him Confidence without the drums. And I sent him the demo, and I got his number. He called me. He calls me. I think he's at the mall or something. He calls me, and we ended up talking for like an hour, just like nerding out about music, right? So I pick up the phone. He said, man, I was listening to this song, and the chorus has to be the drums for Rats Lay It Down. That's what I hear for this chorus. And as soon as he said that, I was like, who is this guy? Come jam with me right now. Because that was the perfect answer, because that was the drums I had in my
When
head.
I heard that, I was like, hell yeah.
So he
I
comes.
love that song, dude.
Some choose to hide from the truth, but I'm not one. I'm not one. You've done it to yourself this time. You're falling down.
So he comes jam with me at the house, just me and him, and he comes from, definitely a rock background, but he plays in a lot of like Zydeco and country bands and stuff. So I really wasn't sure how much he really
Jack of
liked to
all
get
trades.
down, So
Right.
I started throwing him some of the heaviest riffs I got, just like off time weird shit. And there was this one riff in particular on the interlude that I've played with a lot of drummers, and not one caught it. I played it for him. He was like, "Oh, that's a 7/8." Boom, just played it. I was like, "Right, who is this guy?" And then so he got in the fold with us. And the coolest part about the whole thing is that there's like no ego, right? So
Right.
like Wade was with us.
Cool
when
little cucumber.
Wade was with us when we went to the studio.
Slower than that.
Slower than 135?
Looks like it starts at 135.
Yeah, the
And
intro
He
is.
was with us when we went to the studio in New Orleans. Like, he was right there with Tommy, nerding out, producing the drums with Tommy. It was a trip to hear them two talk all weekend.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it was like a
great.
different language. Like, you see him off, and all you hear him was,
And they both learned from each other different things, and they both were definitely a detrimental part in putting it together, which is awesome. I'm so glad that Wade was able to be a part of it in that aspect. Even though he didn't track drums on it, he helped Tommy to do it.
Oh,
And
he
it
was a
awesome.
huge producer in this
Big time.
record. Like, coming in post, after we had already wrote the record, like, he's listening to stuff from a whole different perspective. Right?
And it
'Cause
wasn't like I'm just gonna come in and play this.
like, he just approached it from
He attacked it and
Yeah.
well, more from like a producer's mindset.
Right.
Like, more from like just a music
Very
lover.
professional.
Like, oh, this song could be so much better if we did this. And he really honed it all together. So having him as our live drummer, and I should say live, he's our drummer.
Yeah.
We can't wait to write music with him.
Yeah.
Well, you four gentlemen that are Vermilion whiskey now, I had a hard time staying at the door during your set. I kept walking away and gravitating towards wanting to watch you all.
Did it make you want to dance in your pants?
It did. It wanted me to
get
It
you an
really did.
intern.
I kind of you mentioned you mentioned Iris earlier, and I kept like I need to see them.
You need to get you an intern, bro.
I need to.
Hey,
I do
hold
need
it down, dude. I'm going to watch these.
I do need one.
I'm going to get down over there.
So yeah,
Well, let's talk about that real quick. Like
Yeah.
most people aren't going to understand
Oh yeah.
the get down. Ooh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So like, we're gonna have a conversation. Like me and TJ going to Walmart. Let's
Right.
say, right? So we pull up to Walmart. I'm driving, put the car in park. I say, hey T, you getting down, bro?
oh right, yes.
Are you gonna get out of the car?
right.
You're gonna get down?
You gonna get down?
Yeah.
I remember
Nobody else.
Nowhere else on the planet says that. Right.
it's very Louisiana,
Yeah.
very Louisiana. It was kind of a spin off of that.
Yeah.
you
And
know?
then get down.
I remember
Get down
actually.
with your bad self.
I had I had a district manager from GameStop who was from Reno, Nevada, and the first time she heard someone say, "Are you gonna get down?" She was like, "Excuse me, what?" Like she was
Off
like,
of my high horse? What are you talking about?
"What are you talking about? What, get down from what?"
Yeah.
Some people, you gonna fight? What you want dancing?
What, you want to throw hands? Come at me, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's just another one of those elements, man. We just think one of those Cajun elements we throw in there.
Yeah, I guess
Little
shout
stuff in
outs. I talked about Orange and Reverend Guitars.
Right.
My partner Michael Bro hooking up all my guitars. You need
Michael's
some guitar
instrument
work.
repair.
That's my partner. Of course, Tommy, Wade, my wife Iris, you rock, being with us through all this turmoil, you should say. And then these guys,
Yeah.
man, I love you guys.
Love you. If it weren't for this dude, none of this was happening. He kept me going. I kept him going. You know, we kept each other going, and then having good guys join in with us and share that vision. And that's what it's all about. It's about the vision for the future. You know, this motherfucker's mind is just turning all the time about this whole thing.
I'm thinking right now.
He's always thinking about the next thing, and I come. A lot of times I come through it, something. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about it. He's like, already
Well,
on it.
I want to say something about that too. Is because like Ross called me and was like, "Hey man, I want you to be a part of. I want Louisiana Loud, and I want you to be a part of our CD release for the Get Down or for the album release for the Get Down." And I was actually nervous because I didn't know if I was going to be able to meet the standard that Ross usually hits.
Shabby.
And I've been doing this for 20 years, and it was actually a privilege for me to actually be a part of this CD release and this album release. And I really do appreciate whenever a band asks me to be a part of, their album release and things like that. But I knew that this one was really special to you guys.
Yeah.
And I also knew that the bar was going to be set really high as to what needed to be done.
Well, I appreciate
And
the
so-
kudos, but like,
Yeah, but
we
still,
want the best. That's what we asked for, the best.
I appreciate that. But still, he made me nervous. I was like, oh, I know Ross has that
Shaking in
that
his
idea
drawers.
and that
I
standard.
mean, all the
so-
work I put in, but
Yeah.
it's more about everything we do together as
Yeah.
a group.
Big time.
Every group has a leader, and just it's about the community. That's why, like, I wanted to get you involved in the process.
He's the
Everything
mayor,
you've done
bro.
for us on the radio and everything you do for the scene. I wanted all of our people to be involved.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
We're taking everybody with us. We're taking Louisiana with us. And like you were saying about K-Bone, bro, we are fucking Louisiana proud, just like K-Bone.
Oh yeah, Tyler,
All
I'm
day,
coming for you.
every day.
We're gonna go play the Black Oil Casino. Was it the Swamp and Roll show? You think they have us on the Swamp and Roll show? Want to talk about some Swamp and Roll?
You want to pigeonhole us? That's what we play. We play Swamp and Roll.
And that was kind of my idea for the Get Down. That's what I wanted, like that vibe,
It had that
which is so awesome. We're in Church Point today.
Right?
It had
This
that
is
Louisiana
awesome.
hayride feel
We ate
to it,
fried ribs
like
on
that
the way
whole.
here.
Yeah.
That's some good fried ribs. Delicious.
But that's,
good
I mean,
fried ribs.
Rascal's tea.
they're gone. They talking about fried ribs now. So.
What else we got? We talked about all
Kind of covered everything. Yeah, we kind of rolled
That
through.
was
it all.
really fun, I must say.
Shout
It was
out to-
actually pretty natural.
Shout out to Monica. I love you. She's rock solid.
Shout out to K-Ball, Todd Ottergo.
Every good man is only as good as his good woman. Damn good loving.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to India,
There you go.
my babe. Yeah. My number one fan. She's the reason I'm still doing this. I was like, you think I should, babe? She's like,
She's his only fan, and the reason why he's not on OnlyFans.
yep.
When Jason came in, I don't even think it was a tryout. Like, it was just just a jam. And I never have to worry about Jason on stage. Like never. Like, he never plays the wrong note. It just pisses me off. The dude is so good. Like, it's to the level, like,
And
if
gets
Jason,
into it.
If Jason leaves the band, like, nobody can play his bass parts.
That's what everybody said.
He has
That's
job
what Monica
security.
said.
Like,
You could
there's
tell
nobody
he was
can play.
feeling it.
That's on purpose.
Nobody
He
can
was
play.
feeling it.
It's interesting you bring that up because I know whenever you had other members depart and things like that, and then when Jason came in, I was like, you have a new bass player? He's like, you were like, yeah, absolutely. Like it was like a no-brainer. Like it wasn't like, yeah, we're gonna feel him out. It was like, oh yeah, no, Jason's our bass player. It was done.
He's the guy.
In a story.
He's the guy.
He had my vote from day one, and it was, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Stoner Jam and jam, a couple of those riffs with him.
Yeah.
See
I mean, my riffs.
and it was like clicked.
So the majority of the riffs I write are like, they're not easy. I'm not saying they're hard to play, but they're very structured in a way, right? So like having to teach somebody a song, and like especially the drummers, like teaching them this and that, teaching. It's just Jason just came in and played it, man.
How do you describe a feeling? You know what I'm saying?
He just came in.
You
and
can't
just did it. Like the
for
same thing with Tommy. Like, okay, and just did it.
Yeah.
Like there was no BS. It was just total pros.
And the fact that Wade came into the process right as you were recording and developed it with Tommy was amazing too.
It's crazy.
So,
The chips just kind of fell where they may,
Yeah.
or whatever.
And,
however you say that.
Really, sit there beating myself up. Oh, this isn't gonna happen. It's just so frustrating. Oh, another guy quit. Oh man,
An emotional roller coaster, to say the least.
But through all that, thick and thin, like I wouldn't have changed a damn thing.
Nope.
yeah,
Because
and
we wouldn't have got to this
We
point.
are exactly
wouldn't have
where
had
we
the
need to be
people
right now.
We have the whole Wade thing wouldn't have happened. Like, man, this
Right.
is just awesome. I just really can't wait if we have the opportunity, hopefully soon, to like sit down and write. Because I got a bunch of songs in my head. We got
Some riffs. We've
like,
been toying
so, like,
around with a little
like
bit.
Wade had come in post. Like the record was already written. So it's gonna be awesome to write music with these guys all together as a band. For the first time, that's gonna be incredible.
you've got an incredible album already with Crimson and Stone, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the next set of songs.
We ain't going nowhere, bro. We here.
Right now, we just want people to hear this record. We're
here to
gonna
stay.
get out, play some shows, man. You want to book us? Hit us up.
Yeah, make sure you get to a Vermilion Whiskey show. It is definitely an experience that you will not regret. It is one of those shows that actually has some bite to it. The Get Down was really fun to
Cayenne
We put on a
experience.
show. We put on a party, bro.
Yeah,
Especially locally. I mean, we might play here 4 times a year, maybe.
right.
And it's so fun. Like each show will get like new people. We've been playing in Lafayette for over a decade.
I mean, we would like to have bands that we know we're gonna have a good time playing with. Didn't join us. And I mean, Cheater Pipe's always a no-brainer as far as that goes.
Yeah, I had a high school friend of mine who
I had $1 for every time we played with Cheater Pipe. But I mean, it's a good
Couldn't
thing.
have enough dollars.
Well,
Right?
you bring up
it's awesome.
Cheetah Pipe. I had a friend of mine who went to school with with Crete Soul. That we went to school together, all together, Burbridge High, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there. What time does Cheetah Pipe go on?" So I lied to him and told him to make sure,
Yeah.
so that way he would see you guys when he was
One
left.
of the
He was like,
best
"Man, I
guitar
really-"
players anywhere.
But I lied to him and told him, an hour earlier, and he's like, "All right, cool." And so he saw you guys, and his sister, or not his sister, his cousin from out of town was with him, and she was like, "I really like those guys." She was like, "They were really fun." She was like, "Obviously, really enjoyed Cheetah Pipe," but she was like, "I'm gonna check those guys out more next time I'm in town." So I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So
Love to hear it.
yeah, like you said, it's one of those things where new people get to experience Vermilion whiskey and they gravitate towards the music, they're definitely not turned off to what they hear. So
oh no, that's my favorite thing, man. Just making new fans and meeting new people that really enjoy what we do. You know,
that's the best part of playing live,
especially out of town. You know, just like, oh man, you guys are just, you know, and it's not just the music; it's the whole vibe. They love how we're coon-ass as shit.
Yeah, that's always been my favorite part, just getting on the road and playing. You know, hopefully we get to the point where we're touring, you know, do a big tour, but it's just doing Weekend Warrior stuff right now. But it's so fun. We show up to a venue, you know, you don't know nobody. All the bands are real shy. And by the end of the night, like,
we're all partying.
We all got, like, friends for life. You know, bands we played with through the years, like, we've stayed in contact. It's best friends. Like, it's just such a brotherhood. Those
relationships.
Yeah. And there's so many bands that hit me up that go, hey, I found out about you from Ross Brown and Vermilion Whiskey, and we want to play a show in Lafayette. Hook us up. And I'm like, yeah, like, let's see what we can work out. Can Vermilion Whiskey play with us? Well, that I don't know about, but we'll see about getting a show done.
Yeah.
That's tough.
We've had to turn down some offers, man, here and there, you know.
Yeah. So our next show is in August. We're bringing over Them Old Ghosts from New Orleans. You know
Great
these
band.
guys?
Yeah,
oh,
great
man,
band.
I'm excited for that. So we're going to do a little show swap with them. Great rock band. I'm excited to jam with those guys.
Yeah, I like those guys a lot. Same thing with Green Gasoline, which
They
coincidentally have a new album that's coming out too.
Shout out to those guys. The new album just came out.
Yep.
And it's pretty funny. Did you see the similarity in our artwork?
I did. I laughed at it. I chuckled.
That album art is very similar, man. And I love that kind of stuff.
Sign
the
of
way
the
it
times,
happens.
man.
Yeah. So go check out Green Gasoline, Strike While the Iron's Hot. Can't wait to listen to it myself. I love that band. Those guys
amazing musicians all around, man.
Love those guys.
I could only hope to play and sing as well as that guy, man. Like, just
and dance around too, man.
And dancing.
They all got the dance moves.
It's the total package, dude.
Yeah.
I had those guys on a show in New Orleans, and was told, like, hey, don't worry, because there was pre-sale tickets involved. They were like, hey, don't worry about the pre-sale tickets being sold. Like, these guys are gonna be, like, don't worry, people will be here to see them. And I was like, cool. And, like, sure enough, like, pre-sales were kind of light. I was really worried, and then bam, like, everybody showed up. And once I saw them, I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. And like, this is a band that
They're
just
all
like
just really,
Them
really,
boys
really
need to come
good
back to
musicians.
Lafayette.
I would love to get them back to Lafayette.
Yeah, we should get them on an August show.
Holla, man.
Maybe so. So that would be fun.
Y'all know.
Let's make it happen.
Like all this, it's just, you know, it's a brotherhood, just supporting everybody. What you do at Louisiana Loud, we're all about supporting each other. There's no egos like, hey, nah, man, we just want to have a good time.
We ain't better than nobody, dude. We just 4 dudes from Lafayette that just want to make good music and have a good time, you know. Maybe use this as a springboard to be able to do this a little more full time than we are now. You know, I've said it a million times, and I'm gonna say it again. I'll eat gas station burritos the rest of my fucking life. I don't care. I want to go on tour. I want to hit the road. I want to play music. I want to be like. I want to be like, what's his name, from ELO, man. Just wake up in the morning and walk around and write music all day, you know. And I mean, it's a pipe dream, but one of these days when I'm old and gray, maybe that'll happen.
Well, you can't say we didn't try.
No, not at all.
Right.
This is the only way you're gonna get there, as far as I know. This is the only way I know how to get there.
You only live once.
Write
Yeah,
music.
we got the tour van now. I
continue to
can't
put
wait to
music out.
tell Big Red to go on about it. I want to pack up and hit the road, but got to pay the bills. Got kids to feed. It's a labor of love, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is the truth about the labor of love and how
a
you.
lot of sacrifice.
Like when Wade first joined the band, you know, he was talking about it. You know, he plays a lot of cover stuff, weddings, and all these other events.
The taco circuit.
The taco circuit. Yeah, and like I told him from the start,
Wild
I was
Rice
like,
Band.
You know you're not getting paid, right?
Yeah.
This isn't that kind of band.
One of them gigs.
You know, it's like this is all about labor of love, and he's been in it 2,000%.
He don't care about none of that.
He understands what we're trying to do, and you know, I just had a phone call with Wade a couple of days ago, and we're talking about the exact same thing about, man, this record is so good. This was what Wade was telling me. It's like Wade says, you know, this record's so good, it'd be ashamed if people don't hear it.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
he thinks that, you know, this record could really break genres and really break us out if people would just listen to the thing, you know.
Why we're pushing it so hard, man.
So we got, you know, we got 2 music videos coming. Can't wait. We got Confidence, which was the first big single we released.
which I saw a clip of, like a little bitty snippet. Bro. Oh my God, that thing is massively big. Like, I can't wait for it to be released.
Shout out to Daniel Boone,
Ian,
who shot it. Ian Ellington, who ran the light. So we rented it, ACA downtown Lafayette.
Jules LeBlanc.
Jules LeBlanc.
I love you, Cher.
I only saw like maybe 15 seconds of that video, and like I'm just jonesing to see the rest of it.
So we're gonna put it out like right before the album comes out. It's gonna be like the final push, really just celebrate this record coming, and we're gonna put it out there. We're gonna put it on the table, as they would say.
Yeah, we're gonna lay that thing on the table, man. If you like it, go ahead and get you a piece. If you don't, whatever, you know. And that's the thing too.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
You know, we built up so much hype around this thing, and we put so much into it. It is what it is. You know, we're not going to be pissed off if nothing happens. We're not going to be pissed off if we don't sell all these units right away.
I'm gonna be kind of upset.
I mean, we'll be upset, but like at the end of the day, we know we're not doing it for the money. Yeah. You know, we're doing it because we love doing it, and we're just going to continue to do it as long as we can. As long as there's riffs in us, we're going to put them out.
Yeah, y'all check it out. Spotify, man. If you're on
All
Spotify,
platforms.
Apple Music, whatever, just check it out, man.
Yeah, a lot of the singles are out right now, and then the next single will be available with the Get Down.
If you want it bad enough and you can't afford it, we will give it to you. Straight up.
Got them downloaded.
Yeah, I mean, straight up. Music should be for everybody. I'm not saying you got to go pirate the shit, but, you know, if you want it bad enough, you believe in what we're doing, you know.
It'll come around with somebody else, like with something else. Somebody will support you, buy that shirt because you had that generosity to share your music with them. Yeah. So
I can't wait to edit the Get Down. That's going to be a fun video.
Lot in that one. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll do some more videos. We'll see. But we just want to get on the road and play this thing live, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We want to get out there and spread the music to the people and get on stage and do what we do.
If you want us in your town, hit us up. We'll come down there.
Vermilionwhiskey.com.
Vermilionwhiskey.com. Hit us up. We'll come down there in the Bougie Express and bring hot, fresh riffs and meats and all that good stuff.
A whole bunch of merch. There you go.
Merch. A lot of merch.
Guys, thank you all so very much for this hour.
I had a lot of
Maybe
fun.
a little bit more than an hour, I guess.
I didn't time it.
I ain't keeping track of time.
I didn't keep track of time either. It was just
It's
fun.
only been 10 minutes.
Fun. I'm so used to saying an hour because of the Louisiana Loud Hour, but nonetheless, thank you for the hour. Thank you for the time, because it was.
Thank
great.
you, man.
So.
We appreciate everything you do, Chris. We appreciate everything you do
Thank
too.
you very much, Chris.
You the man.
Next time we bring us some whiskey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anything else, guys? Anything that we missed? I think we covered everything. It was pretty natural how we kind of just rolled through it all.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we've been doing this how long?
Chris, what's the roll time on it?
We're at an hour and a half, but I mean, y'all probably kind of discussed for, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 minutes at the beginning. So
All right, yeah.
About an hour 15, an hour 20.
It's pretty good, man.
Hey, I thought it'd be 30 minutes.
I thought it was good.
My mom was a big fan of Vicks back in the day. Like, Vicks fixed everything in our house. And Vicks fixed everything in Cecilia.
Put that on your chest. Put that on your chest.
Oh, yeah.
On your nose.
My grandma wanted to put it under your feet.
Yep.
What it would do, I have no idea, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Under your feet.
Put it under your feet with some socks on,
Yep.
bro. Yep.
You were better the next day.
Yep.
I should put the camera
Oh, you got a tumor? Vicks have and socks.
Put some Vicks salve on there.
Yo.
Do you want to be in this?
Nah, dude, nah.
He's got the voice.
Had a humidifier in the room.
No, we only have four. I only got 4 inputs anyway. Anybody need a water or something?
I'm good. I'll sip on
Good,
this
I
monster.
appreciate it.
I'll actually take
I
one.
should have brought
Chris.
some Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Biofreeze and Pedialyte.
If you look on the Vermilion Whiskey website,
And then sponsors.
We have Pedialyte on there.
Pedialyte
And Bougie Baloney.
BC powder.
is bougie, baby.
Yeah.
One more time.
100% butthole free.
Is bougie, baby.
Yeah. Shameless. Oh my
When
God.
Ross told me he was making bologna, I was like, okay.
He's full of bologna.
No, I was like, okay, let's see.
It's crazy watching
Bam,
it go
baloney.
from to like, hey man, I'm thinking about, hey, you want to try some? Hey, no, I'm the bougie man.
No,
Ross, this can mix it down to separate tracks too. Is that cool? Like to where each mic will be its own track.
That was even better.
Yeah.
That song I heard the other day,